Hare Krishna. So once again, on behalf of His Divine Grace, Abhay Charnaravinda Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, I welcome all the devotees today for this Friday satsang. So tomorrow, as we know, is a very, very auspicious day again. It's Nirjala Ekadashi and it's a holiday also. So we have a very good opportunity to make the holiday into a holy day. We have nice programs lined up tomorrow from early morning till evening. So I request everybody to please be there tomorrow also. That is the best way to make use of the holiday. And today we'll discuss on a very beautiful pastime of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associate. So this pastime is called as Danda Mahotsav. So we recently celebrated Mango Festival. Okay. So in spiritual life, everything is a festival. Okay, so this is called Festival of Punishment, where the associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we sang this Ashtakam, right? So we have Suhrdh Goswami in our parampara. Okay, and these are the great souls who actually on instruction of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu discovered the entire pastime places of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Vrindavan. So when we go to Vrindavan, all the places that we are able to see today, actually we are not able to see with our material eyes, but through ears, when we see the places and hear the glories, all these places were discovered by our Suhrdh Goswamis. So we are very, very grateful. So this bhajan which we sang actually describes their glory. So the name of the Suhrdh Goswami, which we sang just now, who are they? First is Srila Sanatan Goswami, then Srila Rupa Goswami, then Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Raghunath Dasa Goswami, Jiva Goswami, and Gopala Bhatta Goswami. So these are the 6 Goswamis of our Gaudiya Vaishnava Parampara. So today we will discuss one among them, whose name is Srila Raghunath Dasa Goswami. Okay. So who are the 6 Goswamis? Srila Sanatan Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Dasa Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Jiva Goswami, and Gopal Bhatta Goswami. So out of that, 4 of them were from South India. Today who we are discussing about is from Bengal, and there was one Raghunath Bhatta Goswami from UP, North India. So this Raghunath Das Goswami from very childhood was very, very fortunate to have got association of exalted Vaishnava. So his father was a landlord, okay, and his brother and he together, they were actually in charge of collecting tax for the government of Bengal. And that time Bengal was under the control of Muslim Nawab Hussain Shah. So they were actually landlords, so they were given the responsibility of a certain area to collect tax. So that way he was born in a very, very rich family. You know how much they used to collect tax per month? And those days it was not normal coins. It used to be gold coins. So they used to collect tax worth 20 lakhs gold coins. Okay, and out of that 15 lakhs used to be given to the government and 5 lakhs used to be their income. So 5 lakh gold coins was their income. So this is the family background of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. And their Kula Guru. So everybody has Kula Guru, right? So their Kula Guru who used to come and worship in their house for the deity worship was done by none other than another great Acharya called as Yadunandan Acharya. He was disciple of Srila Advaita Acharya. Disciple of whom? Advaita Acharya. So imagine. So he was getting association of such exalted devotees from very beginning, from his very childhood. And the initiating spiritual master of that family was none other than Balram Acharya. These are all some names which we are very not so familiar with, right? We know Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita, Gadadhar, Shrivas, Adi. Adi means what? All of them in Parampara. So these are all names which come. These are the 5 names which you know very well, we chant every day. But then all of the other who come in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, these are all the associates. So Balram Acharya was the initiating guru. Yadunandan Acharya was a Kula Guru who used to take care of all the deity worship. And Balram Acharya was the initiating. And who was he? He was the disciple of whom? Haridas Thakur. Who is Haridas Thakur? Namacharya. So imagine what a upbringing Srila Raghunath Das Goswami had. So since he had such an upbringing, from the very beginning, he was having attachment to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So here we can understand the easiest way to progress in bhakti is through association. Association is the biggest potent weapon which will help you progress in bhakti. So that's the reason sadhu sang is very, very important. So whenever we have exalted personalities coming, like great personalities from Mumbai, all the senior devotees, we should make sure that we attend those programs. Okay? Unless, like once one Maharaj jokingly was saying, unless you are in ICU, you should not miss any program. Because that is something which is beyond, right? Otherwise, even if you are late, you should make a point that at least you come and have darshan. Because such personalities, darshana matra pavitra kore, by just giving the audience, they purify us. Now, how it happens? It is beyond our logic. Because we are very conditioned. So we feel, how is it possible? But that is the verdict of the scriptures. So when an exalted devotee gives his darshan, just by taking his darshan, we become purified. That's the reason in future always make it a habit not to miss this Friday, Saturday satsang. And especially when there are exalted devotees, we should never miss. So because of this association, from very beginning, even though he had a opulence of that, it is mentioned like Indra. Okay, imagine, this is 500 years ago, their family income was 500 gold coins every month. So is it not like Indra's opulence? But still, despite that kind of opulence, he was not attracted to it. So you all might get afraid. Means by taking association, we also might get detached to this material world, our family. No, our state is not that level. For us, association is important to chant our 16 rounds. For us, association is important to be in Krishna consciousness. Giving up our family life or getting detached is very, very, Delhi abhi bahut dur hai. Okay? For us, if we do not associate, for us the risk is we will stop chanting. The risk is we'll give up Krishna consciousness. For us, we don't know how many years it will take to reach a stage where we really become detached in true sense. Right? It is very, very far. So don't get afraid when you listen to such stories. Because it is said Raghunath Das Goswami is not an ordinary person. In Krishna Lila or in the spiritual world, he is Rati Manjari. Okay, so when Lord comes here, no, he comes with his associate. He doesn't come and choose his associate here. It is like, when our Prime Minister travels to a foreign country, he travels with all his people from here only. His cook, his laundry man, everybody, whoever is required for his day-to-day things, he carries them from here. And they help him there. So similarly, when Lord comes in this material world to do his pastime, he brings all the associate from the spiritual world. So this Raghunath Das Goswami, he is a Rati Manjari in the spiritual world. So he is such an exalted, who is now acting in this Leela as Raghunath Das Goswami. So from very beginning, he was not attracted to any of this opulence because of this wonderful association. So we also should somehow or the other try to come to this stage. We should have everything, but use it in the service of Krishna without getting attached to it. So many a times, once when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was in Shantipur, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu because he was in contact with Advaita Acharya, Haridas Thakur, Yadunandan Acharya. Because of their association, he used to get to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when he met Chaitanya Mahaprabhu that time, he just requested him that I am very, very sick of all this material kind of life and I want to surrender to you. I don't want to be in this material kind of, in this opulent life. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, it is too early for you, okay, and do not act like a Markat Vairagi. Who is Markat? Monkey, right? So he said, do not act like a Markat Vairagi. Now what you do, now time is still not come for you to give up. You go back and externally you act like a normal person. But internally, the desire to surrender to me, you keep that internally. So this was the advice given to Raghunath Das Goswami by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he was very sad. Actually, he said, but what to do? Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has advised, he comes back home. And what used to happen every time, this desire to give up this material life and join Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so strong, he used to always run away from home again and again. Okay? And his father used to send guards and bring him back. So this was happening again and again. And finally they decided the best way to stop this is what? Many a times we feel, no? If you want to put your son in order, get him married. So they said, let us get him married to a very beautiful girl, and definitely then he will get attracted to her and he will be settled in family life. So they bought the best, means one of the most beautiful looking, in Chaitanya Charitamrita it says she was like Apsara, angel, and they got him married. But that also was not working. He was not at all attracted. So pure devotees, for them, apart from Krishna and Krishna's holy name or spiritual activities, nothing attracts them. So how many people are here who are totally attracted only to Krishna? Jai Jai. One Mataji raised a hand. Yeah, another Mataji. Wow. So after the class we should take association and ask the secret. So very, very difficult it is, but we should aspire for it. Okay. So that should be our aspiration, to take, to reach a stage where we are totally, totally attracted only and only to Krishna. Okay. So externally, what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had told him, externally you act like a normal worldly man, and internally the desire to achieve me, you carry on. So what happened, since they were the landlord, his uncle Hiranya Mazumdar, what he did, out of the a devotee should not do politics within the spiritual circles, but when it comes to dealing with outside world, we should be expert. And if you see Prabhupada's life, the entire Jew temple, if you read the story, you can see how expert Prabhupada was. A person, a layman might be thinking, how can Prabhupada, such a liberated soul, was so attached to that entire project? Sometimes we can feel, right, Prabhupada should have just given it up. Why go through so much of fight, court case? So, and when Prabhupada got that news, that Mr. Nair is dead, Prabhupada actually banged the table, with a fist, like it's a victory sign. So Prabhupada was so happy. But if you see, Prabhupada was doing this all for service of Krishna. There was no personal benefit. So here Prabhupada says the devotee should be daksha, very expert, okay, when you come dealing. So when he was caught, in the jail, that minister or that person in charge, Chaudhary, he said, if you don't give the address of your father and uncle, I'm going to beat you. And he was almost about to, but looking at Raghunath Das Goswami's face, such an innocent face he had, he just couldn't beat. He was so innocent. Okay, devotees are very, very innocent, looking at devotees' faces. Many a times, even people who don't want to give donations, when you go for donation collection, looking at the face, they give. At least something they give. So you should be expert. Huh? So you should be expert. And that time Raghunath Das Goswami very tactfully, he said, my dear sir, see, you are like a brother to my father and uncle, right? And in brothers, in family there are fights, misunderstanding. So definitely there must be misunderstanding. I'm not saying they cheated you. There must be some calculation mistake. So I think you should forgive them. And see, since you are my father's and uncle's brother, I'm like a son to you. So you should not be so strict. And the way he started talking to him, that Muslim Chaudhary, he almost started crying. So he said, oh, I was looking at you, I really feel so bad, and you look to me like my son. And okay, let's do one thing. You bring your father and uncle to me, we'll sort it out like our family matter, and I will forgive you. And in this way, like the way Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, he solved the entire big problem, which was supposed to be a big problem. He settled it in a very, very peaceful way. And when they met, he even did not take those $3 lakh which they had taken extra. So in this way, we can understand a devotee is very, very expert in his dealing with the worldly people also. Okay? So a devotee is not a fool. Okay? So when we go outside, we should not allow somebody to fool us. Okay? So people should not feel like being a devotee, they are very, very kind, very, very compassionate. So let me fool. Okay? So this is something we should always understand. So when we now go for donation, okay, so we should be expert. So even if somebody is not giving, tactfully, with a very innocent face, with sweet words, we should try to pull as much Lakshmi as possible. Okay, so if somebody is giving 100, we should try to increase 1 0. If possible, another 0. Okay, because it is used in Krishna's service. None of you will be given any commission. Okay, your commission will be given by the Lord when time comes for whatever seva you do. So this way he was very, very expert. And finally, again, what happened? Raghunath Das Goswami, even his wife's beauty, the opulence of Indra, nothing was able to attract him to this worldly affair. And his only desire was to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and surrender to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And finally, a day came when he came to know that Nityanand Prabhu, who is Nityanand Prabhu? Lord Balram, and very, very dear to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, has come to a place called Panihati. Okay? This place is very close to Calcutta city, Panihati Dham. So he came to know that Nityanand Prabhu is come in Panihati. So that's what. For a devotee, whenever he knows that some devotees are come, he is very, very excited. So with the permission of his parents, he went to meet Nityanand Prabhu. And this is where this entire Chida Dahi Mahotsav Leela starts. So when he went to meet Nityanand Prabhu, so Nityanand Prabhu was sitting under a banyan tree on the banks of Ganges, okay, on a very big rock. And very far, when he saw Nityanand Prabhu, what does Raghunath Das Goswami does? He offers his obeisances. And the associate of Nityanand Prabhu was sitting with Nityanand Prabhu, they see that Raghunath Das is offering obeisances, and they tell Nityanand Prabhu that see that Raghunath Das is come and he is offering you obeisances. He is offering you dandavat. And immediately what Nityanand Prabhu says, he looks at Raghunath and says, oh, that thief, that वो चोर आ गया है, उसको लेके आओ इधर. Imagine, करोड़पति का बेटा. And what he's saying, that thief is come, bring him here. And Raghunath Das Goswami is very, very shy. He doesn't want to go to Nityanand Prabhu, but on the order of Nityanand Prabhu, they catch him and bring him to Nityanand Prabhu. And immediately he offers his dandavat, and Nityanand Prabhu places his lotus feet on the head of Raghunath Das Goswami. Shila Nityanand Prabhu ki. So, यहाँ पे है नित्यानंद प्रभु और यहाँ पे है Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Their lotus feet is there. Now they won't keep their lotus feet on us, we can at least bow down to their lotus feet. It is not different from Nityanand Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we should take advantage. So moment he keeps, so this is the first mercy Nityanand Prabhu is bestowing upon Raghunath Das Goswami. And now why is he calling him a thief? Why he called him a thief? Chor kyun bola? Huh? Because Acharyas are explaining, who was he trying to associate with? Surrender to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And what we sing? Nityananda Pranadhana Gaurahari. Who is his treasure of whom? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is whose wealth? Nityanand Prabhu's wealth. अगर आपके पास पैसा है, ओके, आपके तिजोरी में पैसा है और कोई आपके घर में आता है, बिना आपसे पूछे निकाल सकता है क्या? Right? So Nityanand Prabhu basically is trying to say that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is my wealth, my opulence, and you are, without taking my permission, you want to surrender to him. So you are like a thief. And second thing Acharyas explain is, without the mercy of, like, who is Nityanand Prabhu? Balramji. And who is Balramji? Adi Guru. The original spiritual master of everybody is Balramji. So without the mercy or without the permission of Nityanand Prabhu or the Adi Guru, we cannot get the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So because he was directly trying to approach Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, every time he was being rejected by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was telling him what? Now the time is still not come, you surrender later. So because of this, he was called a thief by Nityanand Prabhu. So this is a very, very important principle for all of us. Every one of us who are wanting to be Krishna conscious or surrender to Krishna, or who want Krishna, you can only get Krishna by the mercy of spiritual master. Yasya prasadat bhagavat prasado yasya aprasadan na gati kutopi dhyayam stuvam stasya yashastri sandhyam vande guru shri charana ravindam. So only by the mercy of Guru we can get Krishna. And if there is no mercy of Guru, there is no gati. We sing, no? Krishna se tomar. Krishna is your property and you can give me Krishna, and I am a beggar running after you. So we are all, actually in the spiritual identity, we are all beggars. Okay? Do not feel bad. Okay? It is spiritual beggar. And who are we asking for? Krishna. And who can give us Krishna? Nityanand Prabhu. So he says, you are a thief. So I will going to punish you for this. I will going to punish you. And what is the punishment? Nityanand Prabhu says, all these associates who are sitting here, you have to feed them prasad. So nice punishment, right? So in the spiritual world, everything is a blessing. In material world, punishment is punishment, reward is reward, right? You cannot call punishment as a reward in material world. But in spiritual realm, it's absolute. So even punishment is a blessing. Even in Jagannath Puri, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to have competition. Now before the Jagannath Rath Yatra, there is something called as Gundicha Marjan. This temple is, the entire temple is cleaned. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is a competition, whoever collects the most dust. When you clean the temple, there is dust, right? Last year we had done Gundicha Marjan here. Many devotees had participated. This year also I think a lot of dust has accumulated. I think this year also we can do. So what is the thing? Whoever accumulates, collects bigger lot amount of dust, he gets a first prize, and that prize is he has to feed all the devotees. And who used to win? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to win. And he used to say, I am a sannyasi, mere paas paisa kidhar hai to feed you all. But then he used to go to Anand Bazar, and looking at Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they used to freely give him prasad. So this distributing prasad to devotees is a very, very big blessing. Okay, so whenever all the devotees who on their auspicious days, when you do this seva, okay, feeding Vaishnava, it is a very, very big blessing. Okay, we cannot even imagine. Because it is said whatever amount that we earn, whatever Lakshmi that we earn, it is has lot of sins involved. So the best way to get rid of it is to do charity. And that charity has to be done in sattvic charity. Not that you donate to some clubs, not that you, that is not actually, that doesn't free us from sins. It is only when you use it in Krishna's service, dharma, when you use it for propagating dharma. So then when you do that charity, actually we get free from your sins. So sadhus are very, very, liberal. And everybody who eats, they actually take part of the sins and purify the person who is giving that charity. So this is how it is. It is said, like there are a lot of rules and regulation, when you, even when you sit to eat, okay, when you sit to eat with somebody, before getting up, you should take the permission, or you should tell that person, Prabhuji, Mataji, I am getting up. Otherwise, you take the karmas of that person. Very subtle. So whenever you sit now, don't feel like I'll sit alone now. Like we always look for shortcuts, right? अगर किसी के साथ बैठ के खाना प्रसाद लिया और उसको बोलना भूल गया, तो उसका कर्मा लगेगा ना, तो आज से डिवोटी के साथ बैठना ही नहीं है. हाँ, सब लोग जाने के बाद अकेला प्रसाद, नो. ओके, डिवोटी एसोसिएशन इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. सो ऑल यू हैव टू डू इज जस्ट इन्फॉर्म, ओके, आई एम गेटिंग अप, इतना ही बोलना है. ओके, सो दैट वे. So the punishment given by Nityanand Prabhu to Raghunath Das Goswami is, we have to feed all my associate. And he was very, very happy. Very, very happy. Matlab, he was saying, this is not a punishment, this is a blessing. And what did he ask for? He just asked for simple Chida, Dahi, Foa, okay, puffed rice and Dahi. This is simple. So Nityanand Prabhu is basically telling Raghunath Goswami, just because you are a very, very rich person, don't think that I am going to ask for some lavish prasadam. I just want simple Chida, Dahi. So in this way, he is just trying to show that Lord is not interested in your opulences, he is just interested in bhava. So one Maharaj used to always say, Krishna is not interested in what you are offering him, he is interested in what you are hiding beyond your back. Right? So many a times we only give those things which we don't want, right? So we should always give the best to the Lord. And here Nityanand Prabhu just asks for a very, very simple preparation of Chida and Dahi. So Chida Dahi was what he, and Raghunath Goswami, he told all his servants, because he was a rich person, he told all his servants, go to the market and get whatever, like go to everywhere and get all whatever available in market, all the chida, all the dahi and milk, bananas, okay, camphor, and we will prepare it. So they went and brought everything, and 4 big pots were prepared. So in 2 pots condensed milk, hot condensed milk was kept, and in 2 pots dahi, yogurt was kept. So first what they did, they put the entire chida, the foa, in the milk pot, okay, which was boiling, and half of that they removed and put in dahi. Now we are preparing chida dahi, okay. So, and then in that dahi one, it was mixed with yogurt, foa and bananas, and one which was with condensed milk, foa, again bananas, and in that they put camphor. Okay, so 2 type of preparations and this is a total outdoor festival. Normally in other temples, on the day of this Utsav, Chida Dahi Utsav, all the devotees, they meet in an open area like garden or maybe near the beach, and this is prepared, kirtan is done, this pastime is discussed. So one day, I think maybe next year, we should also have a get together. Normally it is in the rainy season, but now today, actually this Tithi is on Monday, right? And we have Kolva beach very nearby, or we have this garden, but they close by 7 o'clock. So in the open garden it is happened. And everybody who was sitting there was given 2 kullad, you know kullad, no? People who travel by train, they will know. So 2 small earthen pots, small ones. And in one, what was put? Chida, dahi. And in one, the one with milk. Okay. So everybody was given. And the moment this news spread that there's a big feast going on, so okay, it was a breaking news. So everybody from the nearing village started coming. And what happened? Even these people who sell bananas and foas, they came to know, like thela wala we say, no? They came to know that a big feast is going on and people are increasing. They will definitely require more ingredients, so let us go. So today is a good chance for us to sell all our items. So they also started coming. And it is said the people started increasing so much. Some people sat on the tree. Some people went on the bank of Ganges. And some people went inside the water with those two pots. One with chida dahi and one with that milk and chida. So this is the parampara which is being coming. So when initially there were not too many people, but when they knew that prasad is being served, so the crowd started increasing. So that is our parampara. So initially during lecture there is hardly any people, but by 9:30 the hall starts getting full. So it is in parampara. So when Mahaprasad Govinda time comes, we see the sound is very large. But initial Hare Krishna mantra, the singer is singing and hardly any crowd is there. So this way. So the news started spreading so much that everybody from nearby villages also started coming. And the crowd was so much that even they had to sit in the water, Ganges water, and have that chida dahi. So this is how this entire festival, and Nityanand Prabhu was very, very happy. And he said, since you have served all my associates, I am very, very happy with you. And I give you the blessings. And after that, he told everybody, okay, and while having chida dahi, they were shouting, Hari Hari. Shout. Hari Hari. Hari Hari. Okay, so today when you are having chida dahi, you all can shout, Hari Hari. Okay, so this is how they were enjoying. And that time, Panihati is a place where Raghav Pandit, there's another associate called Raghav Pandit who stays there. And this Raghav Pandit is actually in Krishna Lila, Dhamishta Mataji. So she is the cook during Krishna Lila. So whatever Radharani offers to Krishna is Dhanishta Mataji. Dhanishta, her name is. So she is the one who cooks for Krishna. So in Chaitanya Lila, that same Gopi has come as Raghav Pandit. So it is said there are 4 places where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu eternally resides. One is where Sachi Mata is cooking. One where this Raghav Pandit is cooking. Third, where Nityanand Prabhu is dancing. And fourth, Srivas Angan. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu even today resides in Srivas Angan. So where Nitya Lila is going on, we cannot see it. So these are 4 places where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu always resides. And this Raghav Pandit, Srimati Radharani personally comes and guides him how to cook. Okay? And when this entire Leela was going on, Nityanand Prabhu meditates on Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and he invites him to come and have the feast along with him. And not everybody can see him. Only very few people who were blessed by Nityanand Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu could see. So Nityanand Prabhu was visible to everybody, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was visible only to very few people. So when this Chida Dahi was being served, Raghav Pandit comes there. And he says, I have already cooked 56 bhog for you in my house. And what are you doing here? You are having? So he says, don't worry, this is just starters. This is just the starters. And I will come to your place to have the full course. So after this Leela is done, after this Chida Dahi festival is over, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes to Raghav Pandit's house. And he takes Raghunath Das Goswami along with him. And there they have a full feast. So if you see our entire this movement, there is lot of description of prasad, eating, feasting. So our feast is अपना पूरा movement. We talk about austerity, but अपना जो actual movement है खाओ खाओ Bhagavad Dham jao. So everywhere, if you start reading Chaitanya Charitamrita, no, everywhere you will see a description of what was prepared, how much it was, how much the devotees ate. So lot of description is given and importance is given to prasad. So you are in a very, very right place. Okay. In between Ekadashis come. Okay. So that is once in 15 days. But remaining 14 days, it is all feasting, dancing and feasting. So Raghav Pandit house, they go, and there Raghunath Das Goswami and all the other associates, they have a very nice feast. And after that, Raghunath Das Goswami opens his heart to Nityanand Prabhu, and he says, my dear Lord, my biggest desire, okay, is that if you are really happy with me, the biggest blessing you give me is that I get the association of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I really want to give up this material life, and I want to surrender completely to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And that is the time again Nityanand Prabhu places his lotus feet on the head of Raghunath Das Goswami, and he says, your wish will be fulfilled. Just wait for some time, you will get the association of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this is the time it is now sure that Raghunath Das Goswami will get the association of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Why? But whose mercy he got? Nityanand Prabhu's mercy he got. So when you get the mercy of Guru, it is 100% sure you will get Krishna. If you do not have the mercy of Guru, no matter who you are, you may be chanting 64 rounds, you may be doing Nirjala Ekadashi, you may be doing lakhs of donation, but you will just accredit, or you will get lot of punyas. But getting the mercy of Krishna is not so easy. Just by the mercy of Guru you can get. And then he goes back home with full faith that now Nityanand Prabhu has assured me that I will get mercy of an association of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. With that full faith he goes back. And now when he goes back, he doesn't even enter his house. He starts sleeping outside his house. In Bengal, we know which is a very famous puja which happens. Durga Puja, right? So in every house in Bengal, they have a Durga Mantap, where during this Durga Puja is like we have Ganpati, right? Every house has Ganpati. So there in Bengal, everybody worships Durga Mata. So he sleeps in that Mantap, which is outside the house. So he doesn't even want to enter the house now. So the parents say, at least he came back. He is not coming inside sleeping, no problem. At least he's come back, no? So let him sleep. So one day, after few days, when he gets bored, when he wants AC, now it is cool, now it is not so hot. So that's the reason he wants to sleep outside. Let the summer start. So when he wants to use the AC, he will come inside. That way they think. So what happens? Yadunanda Acharya, we all remember, right? We all are with me, right? Nobody lost, right? Everybody on the same. We are going to Panjim, no diversion. So everybody remembers Yadunandan Acharya, which we discussed in the morning. I mean, not CC, I also lost. So Yadunandan Acharya, he is the Kul Guru, who is to do deity worship. So what he tells, I have a urgent work, so I won't be there for few days. So can you help me worshipping my deities? So he says, okay, yeah, I'll help you. So what he says, okay, I'll take you with me to my house, okay, and you worship my deities. So now the parents think he went to Panihati, he could have ran away from there, but he didn't run away, he came back. That means now we can be assured that he won't run away again. So they allow him to go with Yadunandan Acharya to his house to do the deity worship seva. But that time what he does, he goes to this house, and from there, it is night time, he thinks this is the best time to escape. And I've already got the mercy of Nityanand Prabhu, so let me escape. And this time, he actually goes, he comes to know that now by this time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has taken sannyas, he has come back from Vrindavan, he has come back from the South Indian tour, and he is now residing in Nilachal, Jagannath Puri. And every time, during this time, there is a devotee called Shivanand Sen. He takes a pilgrimage from Bengal to Nilachal to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he comes to know that even Shivanand Sen is taking a pilgrimage, yatra, okay, to Jagannath Puri. So this is the best time to go, run away from here and meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So he runs, and this time he knows that if I run to the normal road, my father will send the guards and they'll catch me and bring me back. So what he does, he goes through all the jungles, and it is said it took him 12 days. Raghunath Das Goswami, every day he should travel almost 30 kilometers. And throughout those 12 days, he just had prasad for only 3 days. And that too what prasad? Some buttermilk, some milk, not feast. Not that he saw some Govinda restaurant, had prasad, and then he used to just have whatever available, that too only for 3 days. So that is the kind of intensity we also should have to get Krishna. He was not feeling hungry, he was not feeling tired. Because what was on his mind? His only thing on his mind was, I have to go and meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I have to surrender to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So when we have such kind of intensity in our bhakti life, then only we will progress. Bhakti life, if you just take it casually, casual bhakti life, it will just give you some kind of mental sense gratification. You will feel I'm better than others. Other people are involved in all these bad things. At least मैं तो माला करता हूँ, मैं टीवी नहीं देखता, मैं पिक्चर नहीं देखता, मैं धोती पहनता हूँ, मैं तिलक लगाता हूँ. And you feel, I'm better than others. That's it. What is the goal? I'm happy. Krishna mile to mile. It is said, no, whatever I have done, I will start my next life from that. So he is happy with that. So my bank account is permanent. So ठीक है, 1% करके in 100 lifetimes I will get Krishna one fine day. So such kind of attitude will not get us to Krishna. So we should also, why these Acharya stories we should listen or listen again and again, so that we also, bhakti gets intensified. Okay, we cannot imitate. That is one thing. Now नहीं तो आप लोग बोलेंगे मैं भी 12 दिन में से खाली 3 दिन थोड़ा छाछ. Then we'll have to admit, like we were talking, no, ICU. फिर वो अपना हालत होगा. Okay, we cannot imitate, but at least we can try yata shakti to intensify our bhakti. Okay. So it took him 12 days and he reached. And when he reached, he was totally, you can imagine a person traveling for 12 days through jungles, having only few palms of buttermilk for 3 days. What would be his... So when he came to Puri, and when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw him, like he was so much, he just went and embraced Raghunath Das Goswami. And he complimented him. What he said? My dear Raghunath, I am very happy that somehow by the mercy of Krishna, you have been relieved from this worldly life. That same Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had told him, you go back, act like a worldly man and internally be a devotee. That same Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is now telling him, I am happy that you have been relieved from this worldly life. And if you actually read that passage in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually compares this entire material world, its opulence, all this of family life, our attraction, in very, very hard words. So it is better you all go and read it. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu compares it to a toilet, all our opulence, all our big house, our opulence, our bank balance. It's a place like where we pass all our waste, right? It is compared to that. Because we have to understand, unless we are given such kind of analogy, our attraction to this material world will never go. So then he embraces Raghunath Das Goswami and he says, I give you he had 2 personal associates who always used to be with him, Swarup Damodar and Ramanand Rai there. So I entrust you to Swarup Damodar. So he will take care of you from now onwards. He will guide you on the path of bhakti. So he was, from that on, he was called as Swarupera Raghu, because he was entrusted to Swarup Damodar Goswami. So this is how this entire Leela happens. He gives up all his material attachment and he surrenders completely to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And even there it is said, initially he was having prasad given by Swarup Damodar, very wonderful feast. But then again, what he thought, this is not the way I should be living. Then he started begging at Jagannath Puri's Simhadwar, where people who come and offer you, like wherever sadhus are there, people who come for darshan and all, they give you some. So initially he had that prasad. Again he left even that. Then he started going and wherever the waste, after whatever remaining is there, which is thrown, right, the waste. So he used to take that prasad, clean it and have it. So this kind of life, a renounced life, he started living. And the way his entire sadhana was, it is said, Raghunatha Niyama Pashanare Leka, like the way he used to practice his entire sadhana, it was like a mark on the stone. It is not like one day 16 rounds, one day 14 rounds, no. Everything that he used to do was like without fail. Every day 1000 dandavat to the deities, 2000 dandavat to the Vaishnavas. In this way he used to live his life. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu passed away, he went to Vrindavan and there he started living and totally absorbed in the bhakti. It is said that he never had a kutir or anything. So one day he was chanting near Yamuna and so much absorbed that there was a tiger passing there, and Krishna had to personally come like a small coward boy with a stick to guard him, because he was totally absorbed in his chanting. So if the tiger comes and attacks, who will take care of him? So Krishna. And then again another time it was very hot, and Srimati Radharani comes and puts her pallu on him, because he's totally absorbed in chanting and it's so hot. So that time Srila Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami chastised him. Are you come here to take service from Radha Krishna? Why can't you have your own kutir? And that is the time he has his small bhajan kutir. So this is the kind of renounced life Raghunath Das Goswami lived, totally detached. And we are talking about a person who had opulence of Indra, and he never had any, even a percent of attraction towards it. And all this happened because of his association with devotees from very childhood. So it's very, very important to understand that our life in bhakti also will progress when we take association of devotees very seriously. When they bless us and when we take their guidance, that is a time we'll actually become serious. That is actually when we'll lose attraction to this material world. Lose attraction means you will have whatever Krishna has given you, but you will use it in the service of Krishna without any proprietorship. So such is a great life of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. Our entire Acharya Parampara, this Suhrdh Goswami, if you see their life, Sanatana Goswami, he was the Prime Minister in Nawab Hussain Shah's government. Rupa Goswami, Finance Minister. It is said when Sanatana Goswami, when he ran away from Nawab Hussain Shah's service, he had a boat full of gold coins. That is the kind of money he had earned. One boat full of gold coins. And see the kind of life they Tyaktva Turnam Ashesha Mandalapati. We sang just now, no? Shrenim Sada Tuchavat. They had all the opulences, but their attraction towards what? Tuchavat. They used to think this is of no use to me. They were not like, I will do bhakti also and I will enjoy this material world also. So it is like they go ill together. You cannot have bhakti and material sense gratification together. You can have opulences, use it in the service of Krishna. But if you want to be the enjoyer of it and at the same time do bhakti, it won't gel together. So this is the lessons our great acharyas teach us. They had everything, but they were not attracted to it. So we are very, very fortunate to be connected to such wonderful parampara. Okay, so we should take advantage of it. Going back to Krishna is not easy if we are not serious. And if you are serious, if you live our life following the footsteps, one is anukaran and one is anusaran. We should not imitate. Okay, we cannot imitate what they did. We cannot imitate, and they are from the spiritual world. They are part of the Krishna Lila there. Okay, so but if you follow their footstep and pray to them and seriously, sincerely, if you put our heart in whatever we are doing, our chanting, reading, devotee association, serving by the mercy of their mercy and mercy of Krishna. Because if they give mercy, Krishna, without even checking your report card, okay, it is like when the teacher gives the marks, the principal again doesn't correct the paper, right? Only teacher corrects the paper. So principal just adds the total, right? And he just puts his signature. So similarly, when they give us their mercy, when our Guru gives us the mercy, then Krishna automatically gives us the mercy. So very, very easy it becomes, and they are very, very merciful. So tomorrow is Nirjala Ekadashi. So such days are very, very important in our life, because that day it is said, no, Madhava Titi Bhakti Janani. So it helps us to progress in our life. Krishna is very, very merciful on such days, and whatever little bhakti we do, Krishna gives the result many folds. So let us all pray to all these acharyas of us, without bypassing them. Let us, taking their mercy, be serious in our bhakti life, and whatever we are doing, let us put all our heart, all our sincerity, and try to progress. So Panihati Chida Dahi Maha Mahotsav ki, Shri Raghunath Das Goswami Prabhupada ki, Shri Shad Goswami Gurujan ki, Vande Roop Sanatana Raghuyugo Shri Jiva Gopal Shad Goswami Gurujan ki, Jagat Guru Shila Prabhupada ki, Hitai Shri Gaur Premanande. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.